तक नहीं बनाई ऐसी अख रब ने नहीं जेड़ी मित्रां दे पढ़ ले इरादे गौरी नहीं।
सो हे गाइस की हाल चाल सब फुल सारे कैट होवोगे। गर्मी बाली हो रखी है, लाइट गई हुई है सवेर दी, ठीक है। सो गर्मी भी थोड़े वास्ते कंटेंट आप ले जाने, इसके लाइक सबसक्राइब करते रहे करो। लै स्टार्ट करना जो लेटेस्ट एप्पल वाली इंटरव्यू जी है। हुण ये नहीं पता मैंने पूरी है या अद्धी है या बहुत ही घट है, पर 6 मिनट की हैगी है, 7 मिनट की सॉरी। आज चेक करते हैं।
Introduce you to the world. Tell us a little bit about how you kind of became so attracted to marrying sort of traditional sort of folk music to electronic production and making something that's so accessible like this.
कहते फर्स्ट टाइम एवर कोई पंजाबी आर्टिस्ट ने फीचर किया है ना ये एप्पल म्यूजिक वाला शो।
Started working on this album for this track in mind. Before this, I used to do whole other stuff like in my language. I come from Punjab. Not many people know, but then I moved out here in Canada.
एक गल बड़ी वधिया लगती है कि करण हमेशा कहता है कि आई एम फ्रॉम पंजाब, ठीक है। वो चीज़ बड़ी वधिया लगती साडी पंजाबी आर्टिस्टां दी कि हाँ वो पंजाब नूं याद रखते हैं।
And I started doing a little bit of experiments with my language. Started putting my lyrics on these beats and all that. But last year was when I decided I wanted to change it completely. And we came up with this idea where we keep the folk melodies and the Punjabi melodies but still try and experiment with the western beats.
ओके मैं तुहानूं समझा दिंदा। वो कह रहा करण कि मैं जिस जगह तो आया उत्थे बहुत उत्थे दा जो फोक म्यूजिक आ उहनूं मैं हमेशा कोशिश करदा कि मैं जो अर्बन म्यूजिक आ उहदे नाल ब्लेंड करां, उस म्यूजिक दियां कंपोजिशनस नूं एक अर्बन म्यूजिक नाल ब्लेंड करके एक अलग नवीं चीज़ लैके आईए। नाइस है।
This album and this song is what we've been working on for the last 1 year, and this is what we'll we just want to show people that don't know my language that they can like the song as well. And I feel like it is working out. I think you like the song, don't you?
We started off with the show and like you kind of it's the beauty of music, man. Like you forget immediately that you're not. I don't even care about the lyrics. I don't even understand the language. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like
that was the whole try. Yeah, that was the whole try. Like
जिवें मैं तुहानूं कहा सी ना सारिਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹੀ ਗੱਲ कि यही करण इज़ गोइंग बियॉन्ड आवर इमेजिनेशनस। वो बंदा वर्ल्ड वाइड कम करन फिरदा, वो एक नॉर्मल ट्रैक नॉर्मल म्यूजिक नहीं कर रहा। सानूं इन्ना वड्डा अपना दिमाग खोल के वो कम करना पएगा, है ना।
language barrier away, so people that don't know what we're saying or don't know, so they just go with the melodies. Basically an idea what Spanish music is, where Spanish music is heading. So we're trying to do the same thing with Punjabi music, and I feel like we're gonna get there someday, man, with the help of all these guys.
Is it one of those things where, and we had the the privilege to be able to speak to a lot of like Hispanic artists who are doing something similar with their music, which you just brought up, and it seems like there's an opportunity to build a bridge with the older generations, where they're like, oh, you're actually keeping traditions alive in the music.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? Like people older than you are like, wow, thank you, we appreciate you for this.
Exactly. Even
देखिया वो भी यही गल कह रहा भाई कि यार असीं कई स्पैनिश आर्टिस्टां नाल गल करते, वो भी कहते हैं कि सानू बड़ी इस गल दी लोग तारीफ करते हैं कि तुसीं साडा ओल्ड ट्रैडिशनल म्यूजिक जो हैगा वो तुसीं रख रहे हो। उवें भाई तू भी करता होएगा, है ना। कि करन नूं कह रहे हैं कि भाई तैनूं भी यार इदां अप्रीशीएट करते हैं, तो सानू गाइज ये करना चाहिए। सानू उन्होंने होना चाहिए कि हाँ हुण करण ने BTF भी पूरी की, ठीक है, कंप्लीट फोक टच। उत्थे फिर असीं ऐ हो गए भाई तू फोक करता यार तू आए। हुण जो अल्बम म्यूजिक कर रहा तुसीं उधर हो यार इदां ना करया करो, फील लिया करो, दैट्स सेट, ठीक है। वधिया लग रहा है सुनो, नहीं वधिया लग रहा तो कहो कि मेरे आ चीज़ वधिया नहीं, ये चीज़ चेंज करो। 24 घंटे हेट ना फैलाई जाया करो हर जगह पे।
Especially from my community, like the older people, how you said, let's say somebody in their 40s or 50s, they're not really into Western music, but when they hear the Punjabi lyrics and like their stories on this type of beats, they actually fall in love with it. They're like, we're never heard anything like this. We didn't know Punjabi music could sound like this too. So yeah, I think
that's true,
man. It makes me happy, every time somebody that doesn't know Western music that well, but like then they hear this combination of Punjabi melodies and all that. Because there's some people that don't even know, who in my community who The Weeknd is, who Drake is. Like they don't know their music.
True. मैं कहना घट तो घट 70% ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਆ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ, ठीक है, 30+ पीपल बहुत सारे ऐसे ने जिन्होंने शायद ड्रेक दा वीकेंड होना दा नहीं पता।
This is what our whole tribe is like. There's people out there that are doing this music, but there's people like us that speak this language, and we're just trying to combine that so everybody in that community and our community just
Shout out to Steak.
It doesn't sound weird when that's what we'll try.
No, it doesn't. It sounds fantastic, is what it is. I mean, and going back to the lyrics, I mean, if you just give us a top line summary of like what is the sort of like, you know, narrative theme of the track. I mean, because, you know, like you said, there's a lot of people that don't necessarily speak the language or understand it, but I mean, the vibe is there.
It's basically, you know, you telling your loved ones, like, it's been a long time, we haven't connected, so let's sit down someday and just talk about love, you know, in the clear sky under the stars. So basically, we're trying to say
Summer vibes.
every time I try to translate the whole song into English from Punjabi, it starts to sound kind of weird, but sometimes it makes sense. You know, run out of words. I'm like, okay, what does this mean? But the overall idea is sit down under the sky in the middle of the night and just talk to your loved ones, man. That's all I'm saying.
That's why
in the song, yeah.
That's why music's universal.
Yeah, man.
Like sometimes you don't know what they're saying, but you know the energy of the music.
Yeah,
Like that is
yeah,
we all
nice bro.
for generations young.
ਬਾਈ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਗੱਲ ਕਹੀ ਕਿ ਇਹੀ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਆ ਕਿ ਕਰਨ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਕਰਨ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਯਾਰ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਜੋ ਲਿਰਿਕਸ ਲਿਖੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਯਾਰ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ 'ਚ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਬਣਾਵਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਦੀ ਉਹ ਸੈਂਸ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣ ਰਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਬਟ ਉਹੀ ਬਾਈ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੈਠਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਯਾਰ ਇਹੀ ਤਾਂ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਦੀ ਖਾਸੀਅਤ ਆ ਇਹੀ ਤਾਂ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹਾਂ ਯਾਰ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ 'ਚ ਚੀਜ਼ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਯਾਰ ਜਸਟ ਉਹਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਸੈਂਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਖੁਦ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬੰਦਾ ਫੀਲ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਹਾਂ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ
Oh, whatever color you are, whatever religion, like get together, sit under the stars. It's beautiful.
Yeah, man. Karan, you're currently calling Toronto home, is that right?
I'm in Vancouver.
Yeah.
I love Vancouver. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm from Seattle. And as soon as we turn 19, we are driving to Vancouver and going, what's that street y'all got? That like super cracking street and everybody kicking on? Man. What's it? Yes. I love Vancouver.
I mean, but I think Vancouver has a very similar energy to Toronto, where it's very sort of welcoming of an international sound. Have you found that to be the case? Have you found to be sort of supported and adopted and kind of embraced by the local scene?
Yeah, it's pretty big here. Even the Punjabi scene is getting big here, but I feel like Toronto has more opportunities for people like me. A lot more people to meet, a lot more places to go to. But for sure, man, this is where I came from, India, and this city gave me a lot.
Yeah.
And I am
Surrey Pend, baby.
Vancouver, actually, because I went to school here. I started meeting people, but also then I started coming to Toronto, and that's where I met all the producers, and that's where I started going to studios. And it's just a lot more studios, a lot more happening in Toronto. But yeah, I love Vancouver. I love it. It's really peaceful. So after the job is done, I come out here. And I go camping, and I go back to work in Toronto.
So Karan Aujla doing overlanding, huh? Can't come by here. Overlanding, ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ camping ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ with the car, ਠੀਕ ਆ?
And is that where, I mean, you know, I know the production on this project, this track in particular, you worked with Icky on this one, and I know that he's got very plugged in the Toronto scene. Is that how that relationship took shape?
Exactly. I actually knew Icky from back in the days, like from 2016, when he was not into the industry that much, but he was still doing his thing, and I was too. But we never really got a chance to make music together, but we were always connected. So he was from Toronto, I was from Vancouver. Every time I would go down there, we would link up, but we just never got a chance to actually create something big. We made some songs back in the days in 2017, but they just didn't sound what we wanted to make. They didn't work out to be. And then we finally met last year in Toronto. And
we made this shit.
In Vancouver, did some sessions in LA, and did some sessions in Toronto as well. So this album was made all over the place. Wow. We made a couple of songs in LA because we were there just for a video shoot, I think, and we went into the studio, and the last song of the album, we actually made it in LA. And then we made like 2-3 songs in Toronto and 2-3 songs in Vancouver. So it was all over the places.
That's amazing. And the new project is out August 18th. Making memories. That is fantastic.
Making memories.
Any indication as to what the entire project is going to look and feel like? You got a big year ahead of you, my man. Thank you very much for taking a couple minutes out of your day.
ਗੋਰੇ ਤਾਰੀਫਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋ ਜਾਇਆ ਕਰੋ ਗੋਰੇ ਤਾਰੀਫਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਠੀਕ ਆ
Appreciate it. We're going to press play on this thing one more time. Thank you again, man. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਬੈਠੋ So that was the interview, a kind of a podcast, and I liked it, loved it, the vibe, whole positivity, and बहुत बढ़िया लग गया ठीक है ਗੱਲ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਮੈਂ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਨਾ, ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਟੱਚ 'ਚ ਚੱਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਉਂਝ ਰੈਪ ਰੂਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੰਨੇ ਤਕੜੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਫਲੋ ਸਮਝ ਆਉਂਦੇ, ਬਟ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਨੈਟਫਲਿਕਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ 'ਚ ਫਲੋ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ। ਸੋ ਦੈਟਸ ਇਟ। ਅਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ। ਵੀ ਆਰ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਲੁਕਿੰਗ ਫਾਰਵਰਡ, we all are actually looking forward to making memories. Album is more into girls, ladies ਲਈ ਐਲਬਮ ਹੈ ਇਹ, ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋ ਜਾਓ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ, ਠੀਕ ਆ। ਅਤੇ ਦੇਖੋ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਕਰਨ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਕਰਨ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਐਲਬਮ ਕੱਢ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਾਇੰਡ ਆਫ 60% ਐਲਬਮ ਇਜ਼ ਔਨ ਗਰਲਸ। ਲੈਟਸ ਚੈੱਕ ਇਟ ਕੀ ਬਣਦਾ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ।